This video will show you how to personalize your Zoom presence with backgrounds that reflect your course content, or create a sense of place for your campus role. Start at Canva.com, a graphic design tool website with drag and drop functionality that makes digital design easy. To use Canva, you need to open up a free account or upgrade to a pro account, which will give you access to more graphic elements and other features. I'm using a pro account. I've recently made a couple of backgrounds starting with photos from the Canva collection. This one works well as a background because the visual serves as a frame when I'm on screen, and the light blue background is not too dark, so the overall effect is not distracting. Here's another background I created with a Canva photo. Again, the visual elements are mostly at the edges of the screen. In the blank space, I added a text starburst. If you're doing weekly videos for your classes, this would be a great way to label them on screen by week, so there's no confusion when students go back to review the videos. To get started in Canva, search templates for Zoom virtual backgrounds. There's some nice templates that you can quickly customize with a change of text. If you already have some designs, click Add Page to add and edit new templates. This grid background with the file folders is nice, and you can remove any elements that are not to your taste. Just right-click and delete. Change the font color to a bolder black and you're on your way. If you change your mind, use the undo arrow to return to a previous version. I'm going to start another blank template, this time going to Photos. Repeating patterns can make a good background. Drag and drop it onto the template canvas and size it up. While the sample Canva templates were sized to this project, photos need to be adjusted to fill the frame. You can also use filters to change colors. I like this one. Once that's done, I download it as a PNG. I don't want to download all of the designs, just the new one. To see how I like it, I'll click onto Zoom and start a new meeting for one. Rather than start video, I'll choose virtual background. I have a number of them. Click the plus sign to add image. I'll find the image file I saved and upload. Now I have a new Zoom virtual background. I think this would work for an IT class. While we're here, let's look at another background idea. This one was created with Canva Elements, which are digital clip art. This one has elements related to being a media specialist. Let's look at how you can create a specialized design. Returning to Canva, I've made a couple of these backgrounds. I'd like to keep this one intact, so I'll duplicate the page and we can take a look. Now we can see that each of these elements have been individually placed and lined up in rows. Next, I decreased the level of transparency as I went up. I went from 100% to 84, and then 51 and 34. There's a lot going on with the design, so pulling back on the transparency calms it down a bit. It also creates a focal point for the video cameras and arrows. For the headsets, I determined a size, an angle, and then with the element actively selected, I duplicate it. Now we have another one we can place on the canvas. To do this, add a page and select a background color. White tends to be a harsh background, so I'll try this. Next, go to Elements and search for graphics that relate to a theme. I'll try binary code again. Lots of choices. I like this monitor. I'll drag it onto the canvas, duplicate, and then just adjust transparency as you like. I'll also add a mouse. And I can change that to white and repeat the element until I have a background that suits me. Personalize your instructor presence with colorful Zoom virtual backgrounds using Canva